Hi everyone, from me, Brent Graham, and welcome to this Stage 11 betting preview of the Tour de France. Well, can you believe it? 3 successive winning stages in a row of the bookmakers are flying high at the moment. Ackerman delivering those Stage 10 profits by finishing third. And having a look to today's stage, are we going to be looking at a breakaway? We'll discuss that in just a few seconds' time. Hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to be notified of future Tour de France previews landing. Right, stage 10, well, it was a win for the favourite. Jasper Philipsen finally broke his duck in this Tour de France. He was given a perfect lead out by his team, and in particular, Mathieu van der Poel, who injected him into exactly the right position to win the sprint. Vinian Gourmet keeping a firm hold on the green jersey there. He managed to finish second ahead of my pick for the top 3, Pascal Ackerman. I got him at just under 8-1, so that was a nice result. He just held off from Wout van Aert. He was blocked a bit by Gourmet, and I thought that was going to cost him third place, but fortunately he got up for third. Just a couple of other names to highlight in the sprint finish. First of all, one that wasn't there, Cavendish, didn't feature in the sprint. As I said, I don't think he's going to be there that often. Things really have to go his way these days for him to win the sprint. He doesn't have the nerve, if I can say, in my opinion, that he used to when he was younger. But John Degenkolb, keep an eye on this man for stages later on in the Tour. He's riding very, very well. He's meant to be there as a lead-out, of course, for Jakobsen, but Jakobsen not looking particularly good at the moment. So a good sprint there from the veteran. And then just to point out, of course, Ryan Gibbons, a South African, coming in there in 14th spot. No change to the yellow jersey classification, and very little change, if any, to the betting. Just a point or two here or there. You've got a big price here at Boyles. Pogačar, he's just over 11-20. That's about as big as you'll get. Gourmet, well, he's seen his green jersey lead cut slightly. It's now 74 points. I think it was 96 at the start of the stage. So Philipsen fighting back into it. There has been a bit of a drift for Gourmet. He's out from around about 4-10 out to 57-100, so just over 13-20. And Philipsen coming in slightly to below the 2-1 mark. It really is a 2-horse race, that one, and I still think Gourmet is going to go all the way to Nice with that jersey on his back. As far as the mountains go, no change, but stage 11 is going to be one where we're going to start seeing who might just contest this mountains jersey. And I've highlighted a few prices there. First of all, Ciccone, I don't know if he's far enough back at sort of 5 minutes odd to be giving any leeway to get into the break. So his price has been constantly on the drift. And then Maxime van Gils, you'll see him, I like him a lot for the stage. He's 110-1. Oscar Onley is 135-1. And was there anyone else I noted there? No, just those ones for now. But anyway, it's really a question of take your pick, because there are going to be some big prices that are going to shorten quite considerably. Pogačar, of course, still the favorite there at 11-4. Right, let's have a look at the route. And this is, when I first glanced through the week's stages, I never really paid attention to this stage, but it's classified as a mountain stage. It is certainly the easiest of the mountain stages, but it's not an easy stage. We're in the Massif Central, and those are the type of hills, I don't know what it is, or mountains, should I say, but they really seem to sap the energy. They also come one after another. So we've got a fairly steady start here, nothing too dramatic in the first half of the race. We've got a sprint here after 65 kilometers, and then we've got a Cat 4 climb, 1.9 Ks at 6.3%, and a Cat 3 in the first half of the race. But how about this? Here towards the end of the race, we've got a Cat 2, 3.8 at 9.1%. I mean, that's a steep climb. And you've got another Cat 2 here, 4.4 at 7.9, followed by a Cat 1, 5.4 at 8.1, and then a Cat 3 climb, 3.3 kilometers at 5.8, where after you descend and have a sort of a rising finish, a little bit inconsistent rising finish up to the line. It's a long stage. It's 211 kilometers. What's going to happen here? Well, we saw today very little action in stage 10. I mean, it was quite disappointing. We were all hoping for crosswinds and all the like, and really no one wanted to go out there and put themselves out there and get chased down. It's going to be, in my opinion, a very different story in stage 11. People are going to know that the breakaway has an excellent chance, and that means we're going to get quite a strong break forming. It's going to be interesting to see what sort of rider we get in, but I'm certainly expecting the likes of Healy and Pidcock to be there. I think we're going to have quite a big breakaway. I'm not sure which team is going to chase it down to try and win the stage, because if you bring the peloton to the end, you've got to fancy you bringing a guy like Pogačar through there. Will UAE chase the stage? I don't think so. I think there's bigger fish to fry on the weekend. And personally, I think they'd be happy to let the stage go to a non-threatening rider. And there's obviously plenty of them that are really well back in the standings. It's the same sort of to be said. I mean, Evenepoel, he would be quite a good contender for the stage, but is he really going to get his team to work to bring back the break? Same thing for Rogic, and we know that at this stage, Vingegaard, he's placing all his emphasis on that third week, I guess, starting on this weekend, where he would look to make the ground in the mountains. So I do think we're going to get a breakaway win here. Let's have a look at some of the betting. We got Pogacar, he's a 5-1 favorite. But yeah, not for me. Look, if it all comes back together, obviously he's the worthy favorite. But bookmakers are just scared of this man. They've got him there at 5-1. Ben Healy, 14s. His teammate Carapaz, 35-2. You'll see I've got them in a match bet down below. And yeah, well, I won't run through all of them there, but a few that stand out for me. Maxime van Gils, I quickly had to rush to do this preview. His price is shortened. I think he was about 45-1 when I started preparing the preview, and his price keeps on getting cut. There's 32-1 available at the moment. He's my headline selection. I think he's climbing well. He's far enough back to be loud in the break, and I think his team will do everything to try and get him over the line. I expect we might get maybe a teammate or so in the break with him. I'll be very disappointed if he's not in the break tomorrow. Then the winner of our second stage, Kevin Vachelen, he's 42-1. This man enjoys the climbs. He was superb in that stage to victory, and who's to say he can't get into the break? He, of course, is a long way out of GC contention, so he'll be allowed plenty of freedom. And he's a nice price there at 42-1. Just to mention, these prices are at Boyles, and you can get a direct link to them down in the description box. Alternatively, go to the Good for the Game page and click on any of the banners there, and you'll get through to the Boyles Sports site. Chris Harper, 63-1. Harper could be, well, he'll be freed up now. Simon Yates is fallen well out of contention, so Yates himself could be a contender for this stage. And just looking actually what price they got him at 28-1, but I prefer his teammate at over double the price here at 63-1. Climbing very well. I recall him early in the tour actually dropping back to help his captain at one point, so it shows that he's got good legs. And then Oscar Onley, well, I've got him in the King of the Mountains. He hasn't really shown up in this tour so far. When I say disappointing, he hasn't had much opportunity, but this could be the sort of stage where he could get into the break, and he's certainly strong enough to finish it off. 63-1 looks a nice price. And then another guy's price has been tumbling since I saw the opening betting. Tom Skeens, he's 100-1 now. Lidl Trek team, of course, they no longer have Pedersen to look after. Not that he would have been involved in this stage. Anyway, I saw 160-1. I started preparing the preview. Then I saw 120-1. And it's 100-1 as I do this now. Let's hope it's there for long enough for me to get my bet on, because I'm going to hop on and take that now. Right, just to have a look at my match bet boost. So the match bet boost I took in, the first one I've taken with Boyle Sports. It arrived. We had 2 units on, it was Ackerman over Cavendish, was it? No, it was Groenewegen over Cavendish and Ackerman over De Man. It arrived very, very comfortably indeed at odds of 2-1. Now this double that I'm going for is Matej Jorgensen against Adam Yates. I think Jorgensen's going to be right up there with his captain at the end of the stage. Yates, I'm not so sure. He might drop back a little bit towards the end. And then Ben Healy against Carapaz. It's really a bit of a lottery as to which one gets in the break. Perhaps both of them will. But for me, Healy just looks the stronger at the moment. That looks out at 2-1 or 3.0. And I've got them to push that out to 23-10 or 3.3. So that's your boosted double. There is a link down in the description box below. Let's go through my bets there for stage 11. By the way, I cannot wait for the stage. I couldn't watch stage 10 live, and I was actually quite fortunate about that. It looked like a stage where you really only wanted to catch the last half an hour. But this one, you want to see the break form. You want to relax a bit while you watch the race settle. And then you want to be in position for those last 45 kilometers and all of those climbs. 1 unit Van Gils at 32-1. I might even shove another one on him. I've got a really good feeling about him in the stage. Then half a unit on our stage 2 winner, Vachelen at 42-1. Harper coming in at 63-1. I'm throwing half a unit his way. My bet size is actually creeping up a bit because, of course, I'm ahead of the bookies, so feeling plenty of confidence. And I've got Only there at 63-1. And then just a quarter unit on Skeens there at 100-1. There's my price boost double. 2 units. Jorgensen to beat Adam Yates over the line, and Healy to beat his teammate Carapaz. 23-10. From a 2-1, and that's at Boyle Sports. Let me know what you think of the stage. Also, thanks to the people who gave me feedback. The sound on the last video wasn't great. Hopefully this one will be a bit better. I am going to look to upgrade my equipment. I'll probably have to wait till the end of the tour, though. Hopefully win a bit more money from the bookies and can get a decent microphone and all the rest. But thanks very much for watching. Thanks for your comments. And yes, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and hit the like button. It helps the channel a lot. We'll see you for the stage 12 preview, and that will be late